Hey, hey, beautiful ladies. How are we today? It's almost Friday. Who's excited? Hope you're well today. So today we're going to cover part 4 of our 4-part series. Today we're going to talk about education and really learning how to keep the weight off and making it a lifestyle. If you're tired of dieting, raise your hand. I know what it's like. I've heard the stories from you all as well. Sick and tired of yo-yo, the hamster wheel, the roller coaster, the trends, the fads. Y'all, we ain't got time for that. We're too old. And it's time to get with it and stop all that. But I'm so glad you are here. Today is Thankful Thursday, and I'm just thankful for all of you. I mean, obesity has its own diagnosis code now. And I'm just thankful that you're here and that you've made that first step to fight that. Obesity is destroying families just like cancer and diabetes and heart disease and strokes just really affects families. Obesity is affecting family the same way, and I don't know if people just don't look at it the same. People don't look at obesity as a disease, and it's just really affecting families, and it's a big deal, y'all, and I just appreciate y'all being on here and just taking the first step to stop that trend and to stop that, because over 60% of our Americans are obese now, and it's just only going to get worse. It's just only going to get worse. But thank y'all for being here. If you're catching me on the replay, I appreciate it. For those of you who don't know me, I am Sam from Team Sam Fitness, and I'm passionate about teaching you how to make healthy living a lifestyle, making it your new normal. It can happen. Regain your confidence back and say no to all the dieting, just like we talked about. So hey y'all, I see we got some coming on. So y'all let me know how you are and if you're learning anything. So let's get started. Part 4 is learning how to keep the weight off, making it a lifestyle. That's the $1 million question, right? Because again, how many times have we dieted in our life, and how many times have we lost weight? How many pounds have we lost? How many pounds have we gained? So I know how it is. So today I want to really focus on stopping that, and stopping that roller coaster ride and the ups and downs with all that, and just really learning how to make it a lifestyle. And I think the first thing that comes with that, it's a mind thing. It's a mind thing of having enough, saying enough is enough. Because there are so many trends and fad diets that suck us in. Y'all know what I mean? It just sucks us into that because we are tired of where we are and we want relief. But here's the deal, I'm gonna be real with y'all, because I'm guilty of this in a lot of different areas too, is that we want the quick fix without the sacrifice. And that's not just with weight loss. That's with anything. I saw this little graphic today that said success with something like this. With success, you can't take the elevator. You got to take the stairs. Y'all, that's with anything. And I think we see it more and more with weight loss because it's a multi-billion-dollar business. If you don't believe it, watch your commercials. Look at your news feed. Look at your Walmart shelves and what they're filled with. It's a multi-billion-dollar business, and we've fallen for it. They're sucking us right into it. So it's a mind thing to just realize that at some point we have to stop that madness, and we have to make the decision to take control of our life and realize that we do have the part to play, and we are the ones who are in control. Sure, McDonald's and fast food joints on every corner, and when we go grocery shopping and going out with friends, or you name the long list, it does make it a little bit harder for us, and we can blame them all day long that the obesity rate is rising. But I'm still me, and and we're still in charge, and we're still in control of the way we think and how we live and how we choose our life. But I think the biggest thing in learning how to make it a lifestyle is to realize it's a process. Sure that there are quick fixes. And to a degree, y'all, I don't have a problem with that as long as they're done right. But what I go back to the same question that I ask every single time after any type of program is, what are you going to do after the program? You have to be prepared and educated to know what's going to happen after the program. Y'all know as well as I do, I offer a 3-week program. It's not necessarily a quick fix. I don't like to call it a quick fix. I like to call it a jump start. I like to call it an introduction. It's to get you started. But my intent is to see where you are at the end of that 3 weeks so I can continue to help you. I don't want to just let you go. Because if I let you go, or if you let you go, then it's nothing more than just a quick fix, just like everything else is. My regular program is 12 weeks. It's a process. It didn't take us overnight to get where we are, and it's not going to take us overnight to fix it. So it's a long journey and a process. So after the 3 weeks, the average weight loss for the remaining, 8 or 9, y'all, I failed now, is 1 to 2 pounds a week. And so keep that in mind with any type of program that you're following. You know, after your initial jump start, I mean, detox, yeah, I've seen 10 pounds loss, 8 pounds loss. But, you know, after that, you start trending down a little bit, which is perfectly normal, to 1 to 2 pounds a week. So that's that big deal, is just realizing that it is a journey and it's a process, okay? Another thing is I don't necessarily like to label myself. I don't like to label myself as following a particular plan or another. Sure, my program is called TLS. Sure, I follow its guidelines, and that's what taught me and gave me clarity and direction on how to eat and what to do. But it's not like I walk around and say, oh, y'all, I eat by TLS, or I eat by the glycemic index. Like, who knows what that is? I didn't even know what that was. So it's not like I walk around labeling myself. I just like to characterize myself that I live healthy. Because think about this. When you in the grocery store shopping and they have the healthy section, what's everything else in the store? Have you ever thought about that? Or whenever you look at the perimeter of the store and you got all your fresh foods and your meats and your produce and your vegetables and whatnot, what else is left? So don't label yourself necessarily as eating a certain way and following a certain trend, because trends will let us down. Trends have rules. I've seen that. Y'all get me? They have rules and lists to follow, and sure, it may work for a while, but I'm not necessarily going to follow that for the rest of my life. I'm not going to count points for the rest of my life. I'm not knocking any other, I promise I'm not knocking any other program. I'm just saying what's realistic for me and the history that I've seen with other people who come to me after they've tried all that because it's not realistic and they can't keep up. And then they end up, remember, feeling like a failure because they couldn't stick with it. And they were giving it their all, and they were trying, and they were doing everything right, but they couldn't keep up and they couldn't stick with it. So just be careful of labeling yourself, and be careful with the latest trends, and remember that it's a process, and it's a journey, and it takes time. And you'll find that the longer you can stay with it and realize it's a process, and there's going to be ups and downs with the process, the greater your success rate with that is. Am I making sense? Raise your hand, give me something, give me a tap if I'm making sense. And you know, another thing, and this is something that I have just kind of discovered about myself as well, is that we have to look at food differently. You know, y'all get me what I'm saying a little bit? We have to look at food differently. Food, and y'all are going to think I'm weird by saying this, and y'all are going to think I don't like to eat, but I do. But food is not necessarily a treat or a reward. Doesn't mean that it's not good, and it's not mean that I don't indulge and I like the taste of a lot of things, but it's food, it's fuel for my body. It's what I need to be healthy and to sustain me. Does that kind of make sense? And another way that I look at food is, because I'm a firm believer that we are what we eat. and that food plays such a role in disease and how we are right now. Yeah, I've already said that with disease. Sorry, I had a blink. So with our food, looking at it as fuel for our body, and I'm a firm believer that we are what we eat. And if everything else in the store, if you got one section that's labeled healthy, then what is everything else? That means that decisions that I make and food that I'm eating is either taking me towards health or away from health. Do y'all get that? If all of that is, if all that's the case, then I'm either making decisions that move me toward health or I'm making decisions that move me away from health. So y'all know which direction I want to go, because I've been unhealthy before. So y'all know the direction I want to go. And I want that same thing for y'all too, because it's only whenever we start moving toward health that we're going to get our life back and feel better and do things and be active and enjoy ourselves and regain that confidence. So just don't think about food so much as a reward. I mean, I'm just as guilty. I've done the same thing and I still do it. So I'm preaching to myself here and preaching to the choir. How many times do we reward our kids with food? With ice cream and all that. You know, we reward our kids and we reward ourselves with food. So think about other things we can reward ourselves for whenever we accomplish ourselves. And if we're an emotional eater, sometimes I kind of battle emotional eating a little bit. I'm an emotional shopper. Sometimes that's kind of worse. I'm an emotional shopper. So maybe that's what we need to do a Facebook Live on, if I'm an emotional shopper. But you know, emotional eating can grapple us like that. So we have to change the mindset on how we look at food. Is it nourishing and is it fuel for our body, and is it moving us away or toward disease? So the next time that we are stuck in that emotional trench maybe, and that's what we reach for, is for food, or if we are celebrating, and think about those healthier choices and what you can do. Does that mean you should never indulge in some gooey chocolate? You know what I'm saying? No, of course not. And that's about it being a lifestyle. Because get this is another point. Whenever you're living a healthy lifestyle, there is no cheating. Remember, labels and plans and programs have rules. So therefore, if you're not following those rules, you're not obeying the rules, then you're falling off the wagon and you're cheating. Okay? So whenever you're living a healthy lifestyle, there is no cheating. You know, I just try to live 70-30, 80-20. So therefore I know, well, dadgum, if I want a piece of cake or if I want a candy bar, I know it. I know what it's doing. I know it's spiking my sugar. I know in 30 minutes I'm going to be in a slump. Y'all know I'm educated, but I'm still making the decision. But it's not going to make or break me. I'll pick up. You know, it's not going to mean now if I'm falling off the wagon, I'm just destined for failure because I ate a Snicker bar or some M&Ms or whatever. Who cares? I just try to live by 70-30, 80-20 rule. And then whenever it becomes a lifestyle, there is no cheating. Because you're not telling yourself, I can't have that. Am I making sense to you? Does this make sense? Don't y'all think this is the way society has taught us to eat? And society has taught us to diet? Now, with my program, of course, I've got a list for you, but it's to help you and it's to start teaching you. Because we all have to start somewhere. Because you're not going to know what to do if I don't give you a list and I don't start training you and helping you to change that mindset. Because that's what I'm for, is to coach you into helping you change that mindset, so at the end of the course you will feel more confident in making those decisions and then working your way towards that 70-30, 80-20 lifestyle. How does that sound? Am I making sense to you there? You know, having the tools, that's what we talked about, is just having the tools, having the support system, having the people. Because with different plans, and it's not like I'm trying to compare plans, but that's all we know. That's kind of all we know with dieting, is following something. Whether it be Nutrisystem, Weight Watchers, TLS, whether you're drinking the pink drink, whether you're drinking Shakeology. And I'm not comparing any of those. That's just all we know is the way we diet, is to follow something. But make sure you have the tools to set you up for success. Does that make sense? Because one of the reasons why we fail too is because we're not equipped with what we need for success. It's all about the mind still. It's all about being educated. And it's all about learning to make the decisions for yourself. And learning and having that confidence of what food's doing to your body, so you will have better knowledge of what decisions and what foods to make or to choose. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. So just remember, the more knowledge you have, it equips you, and it does give you more confidence, if that makes sense. And surround yourself with people who will support you. Surround yourself with people who will be your cheerleader and who will root you on and who's got your back. Because how many times have you been dieting or you've seen this? And I've seen this between two people in the room with me one time a few weeks back. One was quote unquote trying to watch what they ate. Didn't call it a diet, just trying to cut back. That's what we do, right? That's our famous words, trying to cut back. The other one on the other side of the room was lathering up with some banana pudding. Well, this one over here on this side of the room is trying to cut back. Diabetes, sugar is what it is, okay? This one on this side of the room is holding up the spoon, you know, teasing that person with the banana pudding. Y'all see what I'm saying? That's not support. And I've been in that place. I've been made fun of, but see, I don't care. It don't bother me for people to make fun of me. Remember, I'm too old for that. I don't have time for it. I don't care. And I'm hard-headed enough to not care. But you just have to surround yourself with a support system, or either get your mind to the place where you care enough about yourself than you do about what other people are going to say. Because it's your body. It is your body. They're not going to take care of it. So it's up to you to take care of it. I hope this makes sense. I hope this helps you a little bit on learning the lifestyle and just gaining that confidence to make it a lifestyle and educating yourself with that and learning how to keep the weight off. Do let me know if this helps. If y'all have any questions, I am hearing from y'all. It may not be publicly, but I'm getting some messages. I'm hearing from you. I appreciate it. Y'all have got some great questions for me. That plank challenge, y'all gonna do it? Y'all better do that now. I'm going to watch y'all and see if y'all do it. I'm going to say something to you. That plank challenge I'm excited about. It's great for your core. It's great for your core. Unless you're prego, don't do the plank. Don't do the plank challenge if you're prego. That cracked me up, that one comment on there. But yeah, y'all look at that plank challenge. That's super fun. And so I'll continue throughout September. I can't even say next month because we're here in September, for heaven's sakes. I'll continue to post maybe some plank variations, and I've got a post coming up tomorrow with some different plank variations, and we'll kind of talk about that for the rest of the month and let that be our focus, because it's great. I love it because it's the foundation of a lot of different exercises, like your mountain climbers, your push-ups, lots of different exercises that start from doing a plank. So that's why it's important. So let's just start focusing on that for a little while. So do it. Y'all do it. 21-day challenge, y'all. I will tell you, my program is 12 weeks. This 21-day challenge, this 3 weeks, is the first 3 weeks of that program. So it's great information, y'all. It's great boot. It's great jump start. It's going to get you going. Tomorrow's the last day to sign up. I got emails ready to go out. I got all your information ready to go out. So once we finish that up and wrap that sign up tomorrow, the emails are just going to start going out. Next week will be prep week, and then we'll be ready to start and get you through the holidays. Don't even think about me. Y'all didn't even stress about Labor Day and barbecue and all that. Y'all don't even think about me, so don't even stress. I'm not the food police. So y'all don't even stress about that. Let's get through the holidays. And so those emails are ready to go out for next week after that prep week. So we'll be ready to start on the 12th. So y'all get on board with that. If you're still on the fence, call me and let's see if it's a good fit for you and what you think about it, and if you think you need it at all. And if it's even worth your time, but I know it is because it's good, and I'm excited for you. Even if you got the last few pounds to lose, if you're at a plateau, if this is the first time you've ever done anything, it's just really appropriate for anybody. It's just great across the board. So, how does that sound? Y'all let me know if you have any questions. I'm excited. This was a great little 4-part series. I'll try to continue to cover more, and we'll hit on it from time to time, because that is the foundation of really living healthy. That's your 4 parts to living healthy. Any questions? Y'all yell at me. If not, I will touch base with you later. Bye, y'all. Love you all.